Have we found the best beach in Australia? Join us as we show you the access to Gravelly Beach and explore Dhilpa Guuranda International Park and the southern Yorke Peninsula. With really windy weather forecast and our bedding needing a good wash, we booked into the sheltered haven of Corny Point Caravan Park. They've got reasonably good facilities there with a games room, huge camp kitchen and a good barbecue area and a playground for the kiddies if you've got them with you. But first it was getting the washing done. We've just pulled into a caravan park to do some washing. Peter's shaking the sand out of the doona cover. Now the doona cover was on the bed with the doona. We pull it off and look how much sand has made it in on the sheets as well. Love beach locations but hate the clean up. It was really great having a nice grassed area to have a play with Bonbon too. I think she really loved it. Oh, you're worn out. Corny Point Lighthouse was built in 1882 and it remained operational under lighthouse keepers until 1920 when it was automated. It was originally built because of all the grain shipping that was servicing Port Victoria, Moonta Bay and Wallaroo in the Spencer Gulf, and it still stands as an operational lighthouse at the southernmost point of the Yorke Peninsula. We went and checked out Corny Point Lighthouse and it's blowing its arse off there at the moment. I almost lost my hat and I've never lost my hat. And while we were down here we thought we'd come down and check out Gravelly Beach Campground. The road from past the lighthouse is a bit corrugated, but interesting to see
in 400 metres, turn right.
The caravan down here. Tight.
Someone reckons they got their 24-foot caravan and ram down here.
Oh, okay. I suppose it's not too bad, just take it easy. Very easy.
But the last little bit's the tightest bit apparently.
Okay. She's sheltered from the...
We've intentionally left a long section of footage of this drive down to Gravel Bay. We had read that you shouldn't take your caravan down there, then that somebody had taken their van down there, and we were curious to see what it was like. At least you, our viewers, can get to see what it is like and decide for yourselves whether it would suit you and your setup. And this must be the part the other people were saying they didn't like, this steep little bit to try and get up. 2/3 of the track isn't too bad, just a few sandy spots, and there are a couple of little beaches and a couple of bigger gravel areas where you can camp up. The biggest problem we saw was that if you do have a bigger rig, trying to turn around if other campers are down there could be a challenge. Stop me for a second. Now, everywhere else it's blowing its arse off, and it looks lovely and protected down here. Yeah, the wind's hitting the surf. It's still a pretty little beach. Oh, should we keep going and have a look? We didn't drop our tyre pressures.
How far do you want to drive?
Yeah, just keep going, have a look. If you're not keen to see what this track is like going down to Gravelly Bay, just fast forward to the Innish National Park part. I thought I saw someone around the corner with a caravan. certainly suggest not going any further than where the hybrid caravan is you'll see in the next shot. After that it does have a steep rocky little bit and only small off-road campers should go down there. Keep going and then turn around.
Lucky you park it here and have a nice view of the water.
It is certainly protected from the wind. I wouldn't want to be bringing our caravan down here, it's a bit big. Oh, whoa!
Didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Oh.
Get out here and have a look.
Point lighthouses over in the distance. Berry Beach North, Berry Beach South. What's that rock? It didn't feel like that big, it did.
It's not quartz.
It's got a bit of
Or
a
granite.
shine in it.
Or granite. Yeah.
Fool's gold. Quick, get the metal detector. We'll be fools.
Like Wilson's Prime.
A little bit. More granite. Yeah, it's interesting geology. can't see over the bonnet. Oh, now we can.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be dragging my caravan right.
No way. Bit of a dip in soft sand. Window down there.
Wind up here.
Ferry Beach North. So we've got a day without our bonbon. She's being looked after by some friends who travelled 800 k's just to come and visit us, and we're so appreciative of them making that effort alone and then offering to look after bonbon for the day is fantastic. So we're going into Innes National Park and exploring Innes National Park for the day.
Yeah, it's planned.
It's planned. It's actually quite weird being without her again.
It is.
Thanks to Helen and Graham, who did such a good job looking after Bonbon. We really appreciate the care that you gave her.
Go to the jetty.
Stenhouse Bay Jetty. We went to the information centre to pay the entry fee, which is $13.50. I think there might be a concession. I should have looked into that. But despite the opening hours, there was no one there.
There's nobody there.
Even the toilets were locked.
We're at a meeting.
At a meeting.
Okay.
Go for a walk down there?
Maybe another windy day.
Over at that further point, at Rhino Rock, for obvious reasons. Does it make you feel horny? Bloody big anchor. No idea what boat it's come off. No information.
They haven't lately.
There's all these wooden footings. Retaining walls. I'm hoping there's some historical information down here because there's nothing at the top. The bags were winched to the base of the jetty and then manually pushed along the jetty to waiting ships. When locomotives replaced horsepower, gypsum was transported unbagged and in bulk and stockpiled at the cliff top above. In the early 1930s, an extensive V-shaped cutting was gouged from the cliff to hold more gypsum. However, the gypsum something and couldn't be removed onto the conveyor belt. The employees, yeah, it's a bit hard. I can't read it. Okay. Hey Peter,
What's that?
where's a good place to shag?
Apparently on that rock over there with all the white crap all over it. Covered in shags.
Shag Rock.
Shag rock.
Series Lookout's place to take advantage of the spectacular coastal views. Building boom in the prosperous 1880s fueled demand for high-grade gypsum deposits found at Inniston. In the 1890s, gypsum was mined at Inniston. By 1916, plaster was being produced and both products were exported from Stenhouse Bay. When the Great Depression hit in 1930, the plaster factory closed and work at Inniston ceased. Gypsum has continued to be mined from Marion Lake on a small scale. It's got a real glint to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, really like lines going through it. You turn it and reflects lights differently.
That's what all the parts here are made of.
Yeah.
Another lookout on the lookout, Stenhouse Bay Lookout Walk. This one's interesting or unusual. It's the dead centre of Stenhouse Bay.
Yeah, it is. It's a grave.
A grave to commemorate Dao Tan, the first Vietnamese to arrive in Yorke Peninsula, South Australia, died on the 25th of the 3rd, 1940. Died at sea, aged 27. Golf buggy. Odd thing to find on a walk. No one around to see. No, we're not going down to find out.
What about you?
Found the owner of the golf buggy. Two people fishing down in on the rocks down there.
Locals. What are you fishing for?
The sign says attitudes towards rubbish disposal have changed since the early days of settlement. Out of sight, out of mind seemed to be the general attitude. Old rubbish dumps, so rubbish was piled here and pushed down the slope into the sea. Old rubbish dumps in Innis National Park provide an insight into the life of the early settlers. They have heritage status and are protected.
This is the tip. Stained glass.
So this is the rubbish dump of our old days.
Yep.
This is the view from the top of the Stenhouse Bay Trail walk. Signs here say how the area is littered with shipwrecks from days gone by. You can see there's a lighthouse on the point furthest. There's a lighthouse on the island there. I don't know where the next one is. Cape Spencer lookout this time, Innes National Park. There's sharks around here. This one's short and easy, just up to where the limestone is up there. Cape Spencer, Seal Island. We're at Chinaman's Hat Lookout. There's Chinaman's Hat there. Little beach down there. It looks like garnet staining in the... like there's a little bit of a reef connecting the point up to Chinaman's Hat. This is a sanctuary zone for shellfish, no shellfish taking. There's a shipwreck in this bay called the Steamer Marion. We're trying to figure out where it is. It's one you can dive. We're kind of figuring it might be where those little waves are breaking just out there where it's a bit darker, but who knows. Trek up to Cape Spencer Lighthouse in Innes National Park, South Australia. You're approaching, you can't even see the lighthouse, can you?
It'll just up this hill.
It's quite funny, you pull into the car park and you can't even see where the lighthouse is. You think if there a lighthouse you'd spot it. But... Turn your camera around. Check out the cliffs. Oh, there's the lighthouse. On the parts again. Specky cliffs.
Yeah.
So in the second bay down there, there's two shipwrecks from many years gone by. And around Althorpe Island, which is the one out there with the lighthouse on it, there's 9 shipwrecks around that one. And we can understand because it's just in the distance there, and at the point you can see big reefs as well.
Yeah,
This is Inniston Lake, next to the Inniston Historic Township. It's very blue, probably got a limestone base, I'd imagine. Looks very muddy at the edge, doesn't it?
Yeah. Very salty.
Wish we could send a drone up. Very cool. Yeah, Peter was just saying inside this is the anchor of the Ethel, and the wreck of the Ethel is down on the beach that we're going to go down to. Apparently there's lots of stairs. Oh, no stairs anymore. Oh yeah, there's the stairs. There's the stairs.
Where's the wreck?
Probably below us. The Ethel was a three-masted iron bark that was wrecked in 1904. Originally named Carmelo, the vessel was en route to Port Adelaide from Africa when its rudder was damaged in a storm. Today's remnants are periodically exposed by storms and tides.
How was it?
Cold when you first get in, but absolutely beautiful once you're in. So cool. Beautiful spot to swim. We just left Dolphin Bay or Dolphin Beach in the Innis National Park, and we're just driving past this sort of salt lake and samphire scrubby stuff, and it reminds us a lot of Cape Coron in WA, and also a little bit of parts of Coffin Bay.
Steep Point, nice steep point. A lot of salt lakes there.
But Dolphin Beach has got to be one of our top 5 beaches in Australia now. And then we're heading to Shell Beach in Innis National Park. Now look at the little shepherd hut.
That's cool. Shepherd's hut.
Book online with Parks SA. Oh, that's cute. That looks original construction. With a few improvements.
Oh, there's a microwave in there.
Yep, sure. They got solar power. What was that, Peter?
Well. Well. Yeah,
See what I have to put up with?
yep, you do.
Ah, dad jokes galore.
Yeah, where do we park?
And that's another campground.
Yeah, it is too. Bush camps here, aren't they?
I like their tyre cover. Woulda,
Yeah, I
shoulda,
do.
coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
2022, doing it.
Yeah.
This is Shell Beach in the Innis National Park. We've read that there's a rock pool at the northern end, so going for a bit of a walk up that way. Nobody here at the moment. It's lovely. So this is the northern end of Shell Beach. I don't know if the tide's too high, whether that's supposed to be where the rock pool is. I haven't found it yet. So this is at the northern end of Shell Beach, more rocks. Haven't found the rock pool yet. I think the tide may be too high. There's Peter. And he's hoping for a swim. So can you see Dhilpa Guuranda National Park in a day? Well, you can. It depends how much time you want to spend at each location, and also if you want to do more walks. We didn't do many walks at all, and we were pushed for time, getting there at about 9:30 and leaving at 5:30. It's a lovely little national park, and we recommend that you go and visit it. There's dog watching facilities on the Yorke Peninsula as well, with the nearest one being Marion Bay if you have a dog with you. We also checked out the campgrounds that are in the national park, and our choice with a caravan would be the Pondalawi Caravan and Camping Ground. There's a good beach to swim at there, and it's central enough to other locations to be able to day trip around. On the other side of those rocks is Shell Beach. And I think that this is the area that they're saying is the rock pool. But the tide has already started coming in, so it's still a bit of a rock pool, but more flowing water at the moment. Still a nice place, but I probably wouldn't have kids here, young kids. Beautiful spot though. West End Lighthouse was one of the walks that we really didn't get time to do. Peter took a photo with his digital SLR, which we're sharing here. The other one we didn't do that we would have liked to was the walk around Innes Village. Join us for our next episode, where we check out some of the salt lakes and pink lakes on the peninsula. We stay at a great free camp for raised fish and crabbing and encounter seals. Thanks for watching. And please like and subscribe and comment and give us some feedback on what you think. We're aiming to improve our audio all the time and improve our content for you guys.